Heyo, you're the first commenter. Yeah, have you been here before? I mean, have you been on my live streams before? Because I don't recognize the name. Perfect situation. Let love down the drain. There's the pitch, slow and straight. All I have to do is swing and I'm a hero. But I'm a zero. Hungry nights once again. Oh, this is getting unbelievable. Jacobus DeLang. Hi, what's up, Jacob? Psyche. How do you pronounce that? Cyke. I haven't been here during the live, but I've watched all your stuff. Oh, well, thanks. Which do you think would be better for me to do? Make another live or make a video about how life sucks? People seem to want to hear about how my life sucks. That's very depressing given the fact the whole point of this YouTube is to make my life psyche. Or psych. Okay. You like lives. This is your first live. How would you know? Oh. Do you watch the live, Psych? I mean, after I post them? Commander Fox. You again. Yes, Commander Fox, you're back from last time. I remember. You annoyed Rusty Dog. Psych, in general, I like people doing live streams, and yes, I have watched your lives. Okay. Banana said hi. Commander Fox, I won't make any more jokes. It's okay to make jokes if they're funny, Commander Fox. Your jokes aren't funny. That's the problem. I mean, you know, it's like people make fat jokes about me. I give them a lot of material. And, like, I actually don't mind fat jokes if they're funny. Commander Fox, I meant I had some good ones. Says who? You wouldn't know a good joke if it came up and bit you in the ass. Bill Waldman. Yo, chin has a chin. Chin chin. No, it's incept chin. Incept chin. I mean, you know, sounds like your dick ain't got a lot of inches in it. You gotta get out the electron microscope and measure that thing in microns. Stay Mingra, what up, player? You look sharp as always, bruh. Oh, dude, you cannot see how much cat hair is on my shirt right now. Bill Wallman, I love you. In a platonic sense, I hope. Just a hooligan. Hello, my good friend. Commander Fox says me. Yeah. You think your jokes are good. Everyone thinks they're the best at telling jokes, then the rest of the world doesn't confirm it. I know my jokes don't always land. I'm not oblivious. Pickle, are people making fun of you? This is the internet, Pickle. The internet. People are going to make fun of me. This is an inevitable outcome of me being online. Nobody says, I liked Step up in here, double tap your screen to like. It's free to like and subscribe. Help the algorithm. D. Bill William, I'm more fat, so I make jokes to feel better about myself. Does that help? Does it? Just a hooligan. Good night, I'm going to bed. At 5 p.m.? That man is a serious drinker. Slung Wong. When is the brass coming round? Commander Fox. Repeat after me. No. Artmore. It's always good to see you live, Richard. Default Lowell. Triple chin. Yeah, one's for banging your mom. Spendana Adam. Hi, big potato head. Wedge. Master Dijon mustard nuts. So, Adams, are you a connoisseur of the flavor of nuts? I mean, you know, are you like, oh, I want to taste that person's nuts? Because it sounds, I mean, Dijon mustard nuts, like, really? Commander Fox, red. Nobody, I edge over picture of Jesus. What? Commander Fox, blue, yellow. Unknown Equinox, do you feed the cat today? Did you feed the cat today? Yes, I fed the cats 32 ounces of ham. It was on sale. Commander Fox, what color the grass? Nobody. Welcome, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe, and activate the notifications bell to indulge in more exquisite content. Meow. Witch Doctor. Thought on Jakob. I think I've only heard... That's that journalist, right, Jakob? Or are you talking about Jakob Smirnov? I told the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ding, dang, walla, walla, wing, wang. Jakob. Jakob is a figure in mythology of the Nation of Islam and is offshoot. According to NOI doctrine, Jakob was a black McCann scientist who lived 6,600 years ago and created the white race. Okay. So, insane. Slung Wong, Richard loves a brass. Are you referring to the drink? It's a steep. Star Migma, what are your pronouns? He, him. Atmore, I saw your Monster Energy video, pretty cool. Artmore, I mean, you have to be more specific. I couldn't tell you how many videos I've made featuring Monster Energy at some level. I buy a lot of it. I used to work at night. I don't know if I still work at night. My second job is giving me issues. Van Wilder, what's up, brother? Psych, thumbs up. The guy with knee surgery, can I get a shout out, though? I guess you just got one. Commander Fox, where my fox friend from last time? Rusty Dog identifies as a fox. And he's not here right now. Weekend Daddy, would you rather punch an old lady with brass knuckles or kick a child with cleats? That is I'd rather kick you and punch you than do either of those things, because that is a dumb question. Crystal Burns, scroll them that too funny. Spandani Adams, farts on rice. Okay, don't tell me about your lunch. Mike, was Jim Jones or our government wrong? The guy with knee surgery, can I get a shout out, sir? Shout out to the guy with knee surgery. Willis. Hello, Richard. What you talking about, Willis? Reety. Hater or lover? Artmore, what type of issues? I think they either fired a lot of people or they accidentally fired me. And I don't know. I got a text message from work saying, here's a job opening. It was a mass text to all the guards. It said, make sure you're eligible to work before you call us. So it looks like a lot of officers have been deactivated, possibly because there's just no work for them. Although, you know, I mean, that's dumb, because there could be work. Galaxis 2000, what's a duck's favorite food? Quackers. Artmore, man, I love the blue Monster Energy. I'm not a fan of the blue one. Spannunny Adams, I'm Rusty Bellhousing. I am the walrus. I am the Eggman. Coo-coo-coo-choo. Power Fresh. Fact, your tongue rests on the roof of your mouth. What? 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 Psych, any thoughts on Milton from Nobody Likes Onions? Do you know him? You know, I've been hearing that Nobody Likes Onions thing for a while, but I've never seen it, so I don't know Milton. CB, Quackers. No apostrophe. Commander Fox, Rusty Dog, I need you. Well, that's not gay. Jennifer Fowler. Yo, what up? Any relation to Jeff? CB Quackers, yes. We said the Galaxy 2000. Cheese and Quackers, Rimshot. Now, that's what you call a duck with a yeast infection. Cheese and Quackers. Bondonia Adams, I am rolling on my cat litter box right now to try to get the skunk smell off. There was one in the barbecue when I opened it. You want to use vinegar. Lemon juice might also work. Galaxio 2000, when do you park on why do you park on driveways and drive on parkways? Because the terms are archaic. Van Wilder, do you eat dino nuggets? You, Van Wilder, do you like your dino nuggets with ketchup? Does your mommy make them for you? Yo, Planet Fitness, says Danamars. Spontonio Adams, anyone want to play Duck Duck Parasite? Went too far. Reety, advice, if someone is hating on an ex getting with someone new, it's the new person and the instant enemy. Commander Fox, did you eat the dinosaurs? I'm never going to pronounce it. Gioxlo 2000, was Trans Walton telling the truth? Or Travis Walton, I don't know who that is. Quinn, you're on early, dear. What up? How are you? Yeah, Quinn, I mean, I'm having a crappy day, but I didn't have work. And, I mean, it's just one thing after another today, so I figured might as well try to get this in. I just even got just right now, got a text message from my work asking if I'm available. I don't even know if I can go into work. So, I mean, I'm sitting here. I had a kitten. Apparently, Isolde had a kitten, and I don't know where she's been keeping it, but I heard it crying. It was behind the couch, and I picked it up, and I tried to stop it from, comforted it, and I got the other cats to pay attention to it, and I even got it to feed, and then Isolde just dropped it in a box and walked away, and it sat there crying, so I saw it was got fleas all over it, so I washed it up, and I even smeared it with cat treats so that Isolde would start licking it. And that was the final thing that finally got it. So I spent like 2 hours trying to get this kitten to stop crying because the mom's just not taking care of it, and I don't know what to do. Viking Nomad, weren't you mayor of Toronto? I'm not even Canadian. King Gorilla, you have two chins. Oh, you got eyes. You gotta watch this one. King Gilliam, he's got eyeballs. He can see stuff. He's not blind. Alexa, you 2000. I have rusty trombone for sale. That's gross. Bondonia Adams, Rob Ford Parted, The Talking Koala. How are your chins? Your mom likes them, dude. You know, she's all over those things. Artmore, chicken fries from Burger King is the best. No, I've had them. Freaking gnats. The Talking Koala, go to fitness. You know, your mom keeps talking about fitness. Fitness, that thing in her mouth. Quinn, I'm gonna do a food run to Jack in the Box. Defeat what do you want? I'm getting the ultimate cheeseburger combo with extreme sausage on the side. Okay. Grasshopper Plus, poor joke. The Talking Koala, eat less crap. Are you talking to yourself now, bro? Sean's non-existent hairline. Hi, Richard. So good to see you again. Indeed, Sean, your non-existent hairline is, quite the sight. King Gilliam, do you like men? Okay, I'm not your type, trust me. And not in, I mean, I like women. With men. Williams, I am trying to guess your picture on the monitor today. Kind of looks like flames of a furnace. It is not flames of a furnace. I'll give you a hint. It's a construction material. Grasshopper Plus, thoughts about Ozempic? If you need a drug to lose weight, you're having mental problems. Deal with the mental problems, then the weight. Sean's non-existent hairline, how have you been? D, how did you get orange hair? This is just my hair, bro. It's the light. Mike, there are billions of people in the world, and we and 14 of them are here staring at you. Slung Wong, wouldn't want to share a donor with you, bro. What does that even mean? Commander Fox, no. Aaron Clark, do you know who Commander Fox's real name? No, I don't. Bandonia Adams, my beaner hurts. Your beaner hurts? You should get that checked. Can you poop okay? Have you been with a lot of men today? Grasshopper Plus. He's mayor of Funky Town. Mike. Galaxio is ground GOLSU. Cajun spell be on Beox and go as Gaox. Jug Cup. What's the Rizzle Sigma Skibbity toilet is going to on brush? Is this Ohio? No, this is Los Angeles. Hendemeo. OMG, you're so big. Oh, I hear that a lot. Spandanio Adams, fleas, lol. House must be infested if you see one of those thousands. Yeah. I have a lot of cats. And you know, they track in fleas. You're constantly if you have a large number of animals, you're constantly fighting fleas. It's just that's life. You get used to it. I actually buy flea retardants by the gallon. Oh, London shellers. Game owners violate low settings. Vaxi, lol. Microwave chicken nuggets are better. They're better out of the oven. Although sometimes you get that chicken that's so cheap you just gotta nuke the heck out of it to get all the water out. Haley Shelton, hi. I have been having a hard couple of days. Sorry to hear that, bro. Hope things get better for you. Well, hope things get better for the whole damn country, no? I mean, pretty much ever since the pandemic, we've all felt like absolute crap. And it keeps going on. Man, I wonder if it's finally going to explode in everyone's face. I don't know, bro. Tsunami, I have a question. Okay. Cup, 1v1 on the Roblox No Sigma. Lewis, construction is a piece of steel. Is it a piece of steel? It is definitely made of steel. So yes, that technically would be correct. Although there is a more specific name for it. The object you're seeing behind me is steel. Slungwong Doner Kebab. Ugh, are you obsessed with sticks of meat? Zanami, what turns everyone around without even moving? Oh. Haley Shelton, Air Zanami. Okay, Sigma. Say Chicken Yucky. That's for Minecraft. Zanami, no! Galaxus 2000, does this look infected to you? Yes, it does. Zanami, what turns everything around without moving? No. Galaxus 2000, what's your best pickup line? Really don't have pickup lines. Joshua Taft, hello, buddy. Zanami, what turns everyone around without moving? A bad smell. Halen Shelton, it's because of my friend. I lost my anger and yelled at her on Friday. That those things, we all have bad days. Look, I have a friend. He works at a hotel. I work there with him. And he has major anxiety problems. Like, he has medication for anxiety. He can only afford to fill the medication so often, so he can't take pills all the time. And one night, he just, I thought I was seriously going to have to, put him on the ground. He was so freaked out. But, I'm an adult. I understand. He wasn't upset with me. He was just upset. And I got over it, okay? And it's like, if you're that concerned about it, you should probably talk to your friend about it and try to resolve things. But you know what? If they don't want to talk to you, there's nothing you can do about it. And I mean, this comes from a guy. I mean, I had a guy who was my best friend, was my best friend for like 18 years. But he just was so much of a dick, I couldn't stand to be around him in the end. He went around and cried to all my friends, Rick won't talk to me, Rick won't talk to me. He called me Rick, which was his annoying nickname for me. And, you know, people just believed him without talking to me about it. And I was like, all right, you know what, you people, if you're not gonna be honest with me, you're not my friends. So if someone is your friend, they're always going to be willing to talk to you about what's wrong. And if they're not your friend, then you know you didn't lose much, did you? Willis, is it rebar or it's rebar? It is steel rebar, close up of steel rebar. Uh, let's see. I mean, that's a little further away. You can kind of see the ridges. This is even further away. You know. So what I did here is I gave it a false color and I gave it an extreme close-up. So like this area between the rebars is actually the concrete the rebar is sitting on. And you can see it's swept concrete, it has clear lines in it. And then like the blue part is the metal, and then the orange part is clearly the layer of rust on the rebar. Grasshopper Plus, skid tiring tracks. No. Willis, did you hear about the 18-foot Super Hornet that fell into the Red Sea? It was, or F-18 Super Hornet fell into the Red Sea. It was $60 million fighter jet that they couldn't recover it. Yeah, I mean, do we even still make F-18s though? What's the F-18? Okay, so there's an F-18 Super Hornet. You know, you can tell that this is a fifth generation or fourth generation fighter, and that is because of the external nacelles and the external hardpoints, as opposed to sixth generation fighters, which have internal internal hardpoints because of their stealth capabilities. Now, it is true that the first sixth generation fighter was had too low of a payload, and because of its low payload, it was basically useless. It had a low payload and it was a very high maintenance fighter. So we stopped using them because we were, you know, pulling against people that didn't have radar. But the Super Hornet, um, I believe the Super Hornet ceased production 25 years ago, and they're now just making parts for it. So, you know, whereas, yeah, okay, $60 million fighter, but also kind of old piece of junk, you know. So it's not a good thing, but it's not a big deal. Oh, Gordon Black in the house. Anxiety is for the weak. Mm. King Boy, hi, Grasshopper Plus is getting a timeout. What is this? How did I get signed out? What the hell is going on? My computer just freaked out. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. So, I'm not going to try to find where I was. Stone Papa Smurf. Patriots had amazing draft. I've been buying X-Rip like crazy past few days. I'm all in the X-Rip. Okay, so I know that has something to do with the sports team. Game Cheese. I see you did your research on Jets. Now I will ask you again, what do you think about the Sidewinder missile? What do you mean I did my research on Jets? This stuff is really common knowledge. I mean, the Sidewinder is a classic. It's a heat-seeking missile. It's a well-known... I mean, Sidewinders being heat-seeking missiles, they're easier to evade than the Phoenix Fire and Forget, but they're much cheaper. Sidewinders are common for surface-to-air engagement, and if I'm not mistaken, in at the turn of the century, they had a production cost of $1 million per unit. Okay, the Sidewinder is a very, very common missile, been around for a long time. It may have been upgraded, but I mean, you know. Galaxy 2000, what was that last thing that made you laugh for me 30 seconds? I don't remember. Sucker, boy lover, and God lover, my brother said I'm Diddy who's Diddy. Stone Papa Smurf, XRP is crypto like Bitcoin. Oh! Willis, Boeing plans to end production of the FA Super Hornet in 2027, while the Super Hornet line was initially set to close in 2025. A recent contract with the Navy extended production until 2027. Okay. So, I looked at, yeah, the wiki says that production stopped by Boeing in 2000. But maybe they're referring to the Hornet, not the Super Hornet. Let me see. Okay, yeah, you're right. I was talking about the Hornet, not the Super Hornet. My bad. Okay, the Super Hornet is still a 5th gen. So, I mean, they are at the end of their lifespan. Arc Skin, I am more impressed by Brimstone. Okay. Gage, hey Richard, how's your day been? Absolutely terrible. My tub is plugged, and I've been pouring stuff down there to unplug it for a while. I've like used 4, 5 bottles of Drano, and it's not coming undone. The water level's going down, but I mean I can't bathe until I fix that. So because I need it, my back bathroom is basically falling apart. So I mean, you know, there's like a $50,000 gap between me worrying about the back bathroom and now. So my front bathroom is my only go-to, and my brother hired a shitty contractor that used parts that were only good for soft water. So I have a lot of trouble with my bathroom. And I mean, like, obviously, the bathroom that's completely useless is the one that gets fixed first. But the one, like, when it breaks down, it's an issue. Okay, where was I? Right. Wyatt Frazier, Richard, I was taught how to use bear mace at work today. I've only even used it on homeless people. It is effective against bear. Is it effective against bears? Well, it's a lot more effective against homeless people. Willis, the FAXX will replace again Super Hornets in the 2030s and complement the F-35C. Frosty, Richard Couble me. Game Cheese. I would rather use a Fox 3. Stone Papa Smurf. My XRP dipped with Trump's tariffs, but back up 6-7. Legend. X. Heat-seeking missiles is still radical. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of... I mean, you can still use deadfires to blow stuff up. The real Bondo key, I prefer the 10T80 Longtail. I don't know much about that sort of stuff. Arkson, I am more impressed by Brimstone. Gage, hey Richard, how's your day been? You already asked that. Wyatt Frazier, my girlfriend's husband is fighting overseas for our rights, and I really respect him for that. Grasshopper Plus, you too are at the end of your lifespan. You know, somebody said if you don't change your lifestyle, you're not going to live to see 40. That was when I was 44. Russell, what Subway sandwich is your go-to? The cold cut combo. With olives and spinach and a small amount of mustard. I always put too much mustard. Willis, so why isn't Mama taking care of her kitten? Isolde is just a bad mother, you know, and she seems to not have the patience, but also, you know, her kittens don't make it. You know, I can tell that this kitten has some kind of a problem with it. You know, it's having trouble nursing. And, I mean, I had to reposition it myself by hand multiple times. So it's having trouble finding the nipple. And, it's not as warm as a kitten should be, so it's... I don't really have a lot of hope for this animal living, but, I mean, like, I tell you this much. I contact kitten rescues all the time. The ones that will put profiles up and, you know, let me advertise that I have a cat for adoption are just not responding to me. There are too many cats out there. So, I mean, you know, like, I can tell you this much. I love cats. My cats are my life and everything. But I have so many other things to worry about right now. It's like, you know, I'm gonna do what I can to get Isolde to take care of her kitten, but she's just never been any good at that. Just lets the thing cry, doesn't go and deal with it. So I'm encouraging her. I've had to do that with her before. I've had to give her, like, treats. Like, she'll have kittens and I'll put the treats down. But all of her kittens tend to die. I mean, it's just, there's something wrong with Isolde. Stone Papa Smurf, my buddy would huff bear mace through a spoof, said he helped him connect to God. Okay. Game Cheese, F-117C might jet, yes or no? 17. Okay, the Lockheed Nighthawk was a piece of crap. Or I don't know if they were retired in '08. Yeah. Um, the problem with this is it was so difficult to maintain this, and it had such a light payload that it simply was never feasible. The whole point of the F-117 program was to piss off the Russians, and that it did. So it was not a waste of money, but we retired them particularly early in their lifetime because they were not a good fighting weapon. Wyatt Fraser, serious note here, Richard. It's election night up here in Canada. Who's going to win? I'm not following the Canadian election, Wyatt. I mean, look, dude. Um, it really is sad that the Prime Minister of Canada stepped down. I thought he was a good man. I thought he was good at opposing Trump, and there were many things about him. But do understand that we are angry at our politicians for something that our politicians can't control right now, and that's not helping anything. Spendonia Adams, sorry I'm back. My kids were fighting over the video game, so I had to wipe them with my belt. Easy123, do you get your cats fixed? Yes, I do, Easy. Although, again, do understand, it's really expensive. I found a vet that actually wanted to charge me $2,000 per cat. And I mean, there is a service that's under $300 for the whole shebang. But the thing is with them is that it's when they have it opening, not when you're. So it's like, if I have work that day, I can't get it done. All right. So yeah, I get cats fixed, but um, it's just one of those things. Is that everything is damned expensive right now. So it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I mean, because of this hiccup at my job, I literally lost the money I would have used to spend to get Isolde fixed. Which would have resolved this problem for me. But I mean, once I get Isolde fixed, there's still, I mean, what's his name? Hart needs to be fixed. Mistopheles needs to be fixed. I mean, there's a number of cats. And some of the shelters won't even take them if they're not fixed. The non-kill ones, sometimes they won't take them if you don't have documentation to fix them. So it's complicated process. Willis, how do you get so many cats? Did you adopt them all? They kind of showed up, to be honest with you. Mike, how many computers you got? Okay, let's see. There's this one. It's one. This is Thor. There are my two T61s. My two other Lenovo's. My Chromebook. And my four Macs. So that's at least 10. I mean, what do you consider a computer? I got a bunch of computers in the recycling bin that I need to take in. Do they count? Because if they count, whoa, do I got all the computers. Ardmore, Richard, do you still talk to anyone from your high school? I mean, not really. I'm Facebook friends with a person or two from my high school, but look, understand something, is I went to the ghetto high school. And my friends are kind of, they're pro-Hamas, okay? If you're pro-Palestine, you're actually pro-Israel. Because The Palestinian people want Israel to remove Hamas. They don't want to get bombed on. Nobody does, but they're getting bombed on not because of Israel, but because of Hamas. So that's kind of the issue. So I've got those people, and then it's like, yeah, every now and again I run into someone from high school, like online, but I don't have a lot of reason to talk to them. I'm not very social. So it's like, understand something. Today, I talked to my friend Luz, and Luz, she has cancer, and we pretty much talk about cats because she's a cat lover as well. But you know, like I really don't have the reason or the funds because, like, if I went and did something with Luz, she works at the local market. It's a minimum wage job. I'm basically funding the whole thing. So it's like I spend $80. It's $80 of my money, and I'm not gonna date her. She's like 20 years older than me. At least I think she is. I don't know. So it's just one of those things. Like most of my friends, I have a lot of friends like from college, and most of them, it's like, they don't have the money to go out there and do fun stuff with me, and I have the money to do fun. I have like enough to do fun stuff, but not to pay for other people to be there. Because the kind of stuff I do that's fun is like expensive. Draggy, bro, you better stop eating. Draggy, shut the hell up. I mean, I know you don't like it when I eat your mom, but she does. So maybe mind your own business. She's a grown woman; she can do what she wants. Wyatt Frazier, Richard is a backyard breeder guy. He's selling them for 75 cents a kitten. No, I am not. Arkson, if I was a girl and 17, I would ask him to prom. Sans, Daddy. Game Cheese. How ugly is the Lightning F6? Lightning F6. Oh, that old thing, yeah. Yeah, see, the Lightning F6 is known for its distinctive nose and air intake. Trying to find a good picture for you guys. What the? And I didn't know it had dual exhaust. Let's try this one. Okay. No, you can't see that. I'm gonna just give that one up. That's not gonna work. Yeah, this was I think that's a Generation 4 fighter, and yeah, it kind of looks like if a child would draw a fighter jet. The real Bondo K. Could the Tasmanian military be granted the right to South Africa's BT-80? I don't know. Courtney Roy. Hello. What's up, Courtney? Lewis. Hello, Courtney. Want to hang out tonight? I'm bored. Grasshopper Plus. Desperate Willis? Dude, Courtney seems alright. I mean, if they know each other, why not? Once again, my computer flipped out. I don't know why I'm not logged in. Grasshopper Plus. Lose is gonna... Yeah, everybody dies. Grasshopper Plus. The question isn't if, it's when. And I mean, she's still working, so she's fine. Not, like, bad. Can't lift the same amount of weight as she used to, but I mean, you know, she's doing alright. Dawn's... Dawn's Het Imakoi. My daddy had cancer. Doctor said it was because he was screwing around with other dudes. I think it was AIDS, but I don't know. Diff time. Yeah, used to be code for AIDS was liver cancer, which was fatal. Blizzard, Paul Blart. Artmore, are there a lot of gangs in your city? Yes. Yes, there are a lot of gangs in Los Angeles. Where I live, not so much. I mean, you know, the locals kind of got the crap kicked out of them by the police. You gotta understand that, well, I don't live in a city. I live in unincorporated county territory, but in the city proper, they hire the bad boys from LAPD and buy out their contracts. So, like, seriously. Willis, not desperate, but she looks like she could eat a banana in one bite, if you know what I mean. Does she? Dawn Shitter My mom went crazy and tried to drown me. Sounds like you have some problems. Adam Abuela, I heard you like little boys. Adam, stop talking to yourself. Dawn's. Then I became gay years later. He does like little... Dawn, you like little boys? Or are you saying Adam likes little boys? We got him on Pedo Catch one day. Clint Saunders, are you on a list? Not really. Mike, Richard, I am rich, got a hot wife and great kids, but I'm depressed. I'm a mess. Well, whose fault is that, Mike? You know, if you're wealthy, go see a doctor. And if you're really wealthy, get an analyst. You know, 3 days a week, 3 hours a week, you sit there and you talk to the analyst, and you get all the bullshit out. I mean, you know, if you're willing to pay enough, I'm willing to listen to you complain, but I'm not certified, so I can't really help you there. Blizzard, why you quit your job as a mall cop? Because I needed more time to bang your mom. Clint Saunders, no one cares. Indeed. Blizzard, facts. Yes, Blizzard, the fact is I quit my job to bang your mom. Spadonia Adams, what do you think about the Mercury... Dude, I don't even know what that is. Never heard that before. It's a car. It was very short-lived for cars. Looks like it was ahead of its time, though. Blizzard, nobody cares, Don. Clint Sanders, yep, fast. Blizzard, this guy is so cooked. Clint Sanders, what, Don? Blizzard, Is there anybody in this chat anymore other than the ridiculous trolls I'm not going to bother reading? Devood? Chapentonade. Something in a different language. Clint. Lemo. Devood. Do you know Russian? Нет, нет. Dan Shekamorkoy. He knew a few Russian children. Chikayazi. Good evening, Brother Richard. My online sister really digs your stream. Who's your online sister? Buffalo Brando. Richard. Clint Sanders. Cringe. Pishi. Hello, Richard. Come on, Tilbu. Doing a lot of searches today. Perfect situation. Okay. So, that was French.
Comment allez-vous?
Ah. Comment allez-vous?
How are you? Comment allez-vous?
Clint Sanders. All right, I'm out of here. Pishi, how you doing with the cost of living so high? Not great, bro. Willis. The Guinness Book of World Records was invented by Guinness beer folks. They figured a book of verifiable facts would help stop bar arguments. Yes. Pishi, LA County employees going on strike today. Really? I didn't hear that. Blizzard, Dawn, go away, troll. Yeah. Buffalo Brando, what's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? You're not gonna pay a garbanzo bean to pee on your face. Buffalo Brando, I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face. Ryan B, don't ignore me, I'm gonna bust. Chris Mananuki, how many able-bodied men would it take to kill a gorilla with their bare hands? Depends on the gorilla. Buffalo Brando, ah, nailed it. Perfect situation, love down the drain. Here's the pitch, slow and straight. All I have to do is swing and I'm a hero. But I'm a zero. Hungry nights once again. Oh, this is unbelievable. But I just can't get no play from the girls all around. Sorry about that, guys. Having issues. Technical problems here. Okay. Computer's coming back. Not a lot of people in chat. We're at the hour. So yeah, as I say, guys, I generally do these for about an hour unless I get super chats. That's when I go over. We're at the hour mark, so I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you who all that liked. I'm Richard.